Hey there, comic book fans. I'm coming to you on a Saturday because my comic shop was closed on Thursday. They went to Baltimore Comic Con or something, so that I had to wait till today to get my comics. And I got 9 comics this week, so it was a pretty big week. They have 5 first issues. Only 2 of them I pulled off the shelf, though, so there was other first issues I had pre-ordered. But first, I'll show you my top of the printer museum covers this week, and I picked a couple of. Well, I picked one strange one. Legion of Superheroes. What number is this? 303. A Larry Malstadt cover. I think he was the inker over the Keith Giffen stuff around this era. I don't know if he penciled any stuff himself, but he penciled and inked this cover. I don't know, I was just kind of pulled one out and went, oh, I don't recognize that cover. I'll leave that one sitting around for a while. And the green on this one kind of matches it. A Tim Truman Grimjack number. What number we got here? 12. So, double green covers this week. Just had these sitting around with some green and pink, too. Some pink in these tentacles down here, pink on that, and pink in the logo. So green and pink was the theme this week for the top of the printer. And let's see what comics we got. Miss Meow, issue number 5, 17 plus. When you kids be reading Miss Meow? This one feels thinner than the other issues. I wonder what's going on. I'm going to have to check that out. That feels like a 24-page comic. I don't think any of the others have been 24 pages. But I've enjoyed this one. Plot by Murphy, Aaron Sparrow, script by Aaron Sparrow, illustrated by Victor Serra, and colored by Gaston Zubeldia, lettered by Joel Rodriguez. Fun. I call it The Boys Light. It's got these superheroes in it who are really, they're not superheroes, they're mercenaries, and the public loves them, and they all fight amongst themselves. So, I'm enjoying that one. We'll see. I wonder if this is a continuing series or a limited edition. I don't even know, because who's it by? Who's the Merc Publishing? I'm not even sure who they are. But I've been enjoying Miss Meow. Then we got, well, this doesn't quite count as a first issue because all the Cerebus ones are first issues. And it's Hello Dolly, featuring all your favorite Cerebus and Hell surreal variant characters. Once again, you get the print run on it, and this is copy 782 of 1415. 1415 is a low amount of copies for Cerebus. I'm guessing because the Salvador Dali X-Men cover really didn't get people all excited, but there you go. Well, approval is an authoritarian construct. All right, you got a laugh out of me on the cover of that one, Dave Sim. Then we've got Creepshow, issue 2. I think this is only going 4 issues, maybe 5, I can't remember. I think there's a new Creepshow movie or TV coming out that is tied in with. But who do we have this? Oh, David Lapham. David and Maria Lapham are the writers. David Lapham is the artist. Then the second story, we've got Steve Fox, with an E on Fox, is the writer, and Erica Henderson is the artist. Pat Brousseau letters both of them. The Gorgamora tree, it's sort of classic comic book horror stuff. I remember the first and last issue also had 2 stories, and the second story was kind of classic comic book horror stuff, and the first story was more brutal than your normal comic. No one learned a lesson in that one. There's no twist ending where somebody learned a lesson and good triumphed. It was just like, oh, it's ugly. Now, what is this? Image anthology. I was trying to figure out what that was on the cover. I'm not sure. It looks vaguely familiar. Is that one of those, No, that's Boom Studios who puts out the Killing the Children thing. This is, once again, we get the Jeff Johns, Andrea Motai, and Rob Lee story, The Blizzard. That's this opening one. That has been going through this. This is like the anthology, and that Blizzard is like a horror ghost story. Noble Causes. Scotty Young's in this one. Of course, Dean Haspiel's got the last page. Gehenna is Patrick Kilden and Mariuso Rosenwig and Jim Campbell. Theirs is going all 12. all sorts. Tim Seeley and Stefano Caselli doing a hack slash story. Red Stitches, that's another one that's going all 12. Brendan Fletcher and Erica Henderson. So pretty spooky cover, but I've been a little disappointed in this so far. There's nothing that's really stood out to me as especially interesting. Not terrible or anything like that, but nothing has jumped out at me as good and because anthologies can be hit or miss. This anthology has been mostly misses, but oh well. Here's one I pulled off the shelf. Azza the Barbed, I think that says. Azza. So he was doing this with Pat Shand, Rio Burton, Jim Campbell. I liked the cover. I flipped it open. I liked the artwork. So I figured I'd give it a try. It's a $5 first issue. I've been avoiding $5 first issues. There's a nice piece right there. But from Scout Comics, we'll see how it is. You know, if nothing else, it'll go in my bought just for its cover section because I like that cover. Then the next thing we got looks like a European one, except they're now printing them smaller in height. Here is, and this was a $6 comic. This smaller one. Once again, I liked this cover. They had multiple covers on this too. And I flipped it open and liked the artwork inside. Who is this by? Eric Arnoux. Arnoux. And the art's by David Morancho. Oh, translation by Joan Johnson. So it's definitely from over in Europe, I would guess. Because it's got that European graphic album size, proportions, not size, because it's not big enough. But I think it's about 30 pages, I would guess. So it's not 22 pages. But yeah, nice cover. So figured I'd give it a try. I don't know. I think Paolo tells me that usually the European graphic albums are around 80 pages. So maybe this is going to be 2 issues, 40 pages and 40. I don't like that. I can't even, not sure how many pages it is. So I haven't counted them, but we'll see. Maybe 2, 3 issues. Who knows? And then this is one I pre-ordered. Damn Them All, #1. I may have put this on my pull list already, because it's a Charlie Adlard, his new book. Simon Spurrier, Charlie Adlard, Sophie Dodgson. And to me, Charlie Adlard is like one of the unsung heroes of comic books. He got that Walking Dead book out time after time, month after month after month, and he gets no praise. But his art is nice. I don't even know if I don't remember what this one is about. I may have remembered it. There's something. Must be something mystic. But I know he can get the book out month after month if it warrants it. So I'm looking forward to some new Charlie Adlard stuff. Then here's another one-shot I picked up, The Return of the Chilling Adventures of Sorcery with Madam Satan. Who it turns out we were on our Friday night show, I think it was maybe last week, I was talking about him, and Paolo looked up Madam Satan, and she was like created by Archie Comics in like 1941 or 42. So I didn't realize she was around that long. Nice cover. I've been enjoying these Archie horrors. Matter of fact, I had them in various spots. I was just gathering them together. I've got like 4 or 5 now of these Archie horror comics. So, you know, I'll now I've now got an Archie horror section, which I didn't have before. And here is the last one for the week, and one I pre-ordered, Lovesick, issue #1. I think I only ordered the first issue of it, like the Charlie Adlard book. I think I put on my pull list sight unseen. But this one I just ordered the first issue of. Something about bondage and I don't know what. Bondage horror story. I don't know if it's a horror. Yeah, it must be a horror story. There's blood. But I don't know. I saw liked the cover. Said, like I said, when I get my email every week, if there's a comic I like, the #1. Oh, look at all those covers. Like the first issues, I'll click on and it'll bring a link to that describes what it is, and I must have liked the description or something, so I went with it. But yeah, lot of covers on this one. I'll let you know how it is. Maybe it'll make the pull list. Maybe it won't. Let me show you a little of what I got done this week. 158, 157 I got done last week. There's the nice chaos color. Here's one. Ooh, there's a Happy Halloween skull face planter. Here's the one I just did. This strange fella staring at us. I really got to put these in some sort of digital book or something. Put together a publication because I have 158 of them now. I was just getting 159 done, colored this morning. I have a bunch more in the pipeline. So maybe when I get to 200 someday, I'll put them all out as a book. We'll see. But there you go. We got that one done. We got comics on a Saturday. You guys all have a good week out there.